First of all, why
yo,
not?
yo, what is going on? This is Unbound, and once again, I'm your host as always, and I got my boy Isaac. Give me a yeah.
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 Type yeahs in the chat if you're listening. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, dog?
I'm good,
I
bro.
feel like we
I'm
about to
good.
fight.
It's a packed couple weeks,
I
honestly.
feel like we're
As
about
a
to
sports
fight.
fan, I love it personally. What with like I said, the FA Cup final is today. Well, it's tomorrow. That's Man U versus Man City, and then
Man, who?
Manchester United
I'm
versus
joking.
I know
They call
Manchester
me
United
Lord
versus
because I
Manchester
make
City is in
people
the FA Cup
sweat
final.
every quarter.
And then the UEFA Champions League next week. It's Inter Milan versus Man City. So Man City's gonna be busy. Man City's gonna be busy. But I'm looking forward to it though. Definitely looking forward to it.
Now,
What
you
about
have a
yourself?
take.
Aren't you? You're at the end, aren't you?
And then push it to the school year.
Yeah.
You got 9 more days.
Oof. Those are gonna go by in a breeze.
9 more days. Actually,
Gonna go
tomorrow
by
I'm
in a
going to
breeze.
Busch Gardens, so that's going to be quite fun. 9 years old when they first made someone sweater in history. Okay, that's weird. But yeah, going to Busch Gardens tomorrow. Might be getting on some rides that I've never been on yet. I've promised that I would get on Revolton and Dark Coaster.
I've been on Verbolten. Pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm not getting on the Griffin.
No, I wouldn't do that either.
And yeah, I don't do drops like I don't do drops where I feel like I'm about to splat on the ground to my death.
Oh, then
Um,
you're. I'm gonna tell you as your friend. There's something like that in Verbolten.
is it as bad as Griffin?
No, but
Do I see it? Do I see the drop? I can do it if I can't. Like I know there's a dark area in Revolton.
yeah, yeah.
So is it a drop that I can see? No, no. You know, I do know what it is. I saw it because I was watching it today. That one wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
What the?
That final drop.
No, there's one. There's one before that.
Can I see it? I can't see it.
No.
Okay, we're good. If I can see it before it happens,
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't see.
I'm going to be up there singing. Give me a gospel song.
You raise me up.
I don't know that one. I
Lift
said
him,
gospel, not CCM.
lift him up.
Look him up.
Yeah. Oh, this brother.
He is worthy. He is worthy. That one.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, I will be able to play a actual song on the acoustic guitar. That's probably going to be my summer hobby outside of unbigging my back and preparing myself for alumni band.
I hope you do. I hope you're able to tomorrow. I really am.
Oh, I'm going to be hurting. Regardless of me unbigging my back or anything of that sort, I'm still going to be hurting.
Yeah.
But it's going to be fun.
And I was thinking, is the training for band is it as like intense as I think it is? It is, right? Is it not?
Let's just say we woke up at 6 o'clock. We had to be in the bedroom by 5:45 to prepare for 6 o'clock. Running off about 4 hours of sleep approximately. Which would make sense.
No.
And that's not the only, after PT, that's not the only physical training that we get during the day. We still have drill, which is usually around about 2 to 3 hours of us basically marching up and down the field. Sectionals for my section was always started off with push-ups, 50 push-ups, 25. I think they're called unalivers. We call them machines. Where you lay on your back, feet up in the air, and you push your feet down, and you have to stop yourself 6 inches before you touch the ground. So yes, it's quite intense. If I didn't eat the way I ate during that time period, I probably would have been skinny during band. But that didn't happen. Because after band camp, we had Chick-fil-A. We still had pizza at that time and chocolate smoothie.
Hmm.
And Pizza Hut was my go-to.
So I
On
know.
top of Soul Food Thursday.
So I noticed it says dumb take after dumb take. What are some of the dumb takes you've heard recently?
The one you just told me before we started the podcast.
That I don't like the Stevie Wonder version of Happy Birthday.
Yes, that is a
So
horrible.
you're
That
mad
is
at
a
that's
that is a
no,
ooga
that's
booga
not an
take.
ooga booga take.
That is an ooga booga take.
First of all, that shirt. Is
I
good.
will treat you like Aubrey right now.
That shirt looks really good.
Thank you. I would, I
Find-
will, I
find it.
will, I will do you like Karen Jarrett did Aubrey on Saturday.
Find that
Sunday.
on our merch site. Do you have a merch site?
Coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon.
Coming
but
soon.
yeah,
We're-
that will be
that's-
on there.
That's in the works.
You'll be able to find it.
I want to have that ready by fall.
Awesome. Awesome.
Because this is going to be up there. I might get one that says "Peace, Love, Pop Tarts, Drink Water."
It should say peace, love, Pop Tarts, then on the back say drink water. With what you already have on there.
No, this is mine. This they don't get our socials put in their shirts.
Fair enough.
We get our socials put in their shirts. We're the advertisers. You just got to tell the folks. Yeah, let's pull up some of these horrific takes. We've been going back and forth sending horrible takes back and forth this week.
I think here. Did you get the video of Jay Uso that I sent you? The edit somebody did on TikTok. It's like 21 seconds. I know how you feel about it. I know how you feel about Kendrick Lamar, but I was like, this is
About
perfect.
who?
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh yeah.
Because it was the opening to United in Grief, and I showed it to you. I'm like, yeah, this is perfect. Just the way it was perfect.
So I found out what a furry was, by the way.
Yeah, I told you not to look that. But I did it.
It was quite intriguing.
You don't want to dig too deep.
Oh no, I only scratched the surface.
Yeah,
Trust
don't-
me, I know what rabbit holes to go down and which ones not to.
Yeah, don't go down that one. It's going to lead you into some very, very, very heinous things. Not necessarily war crimes, but that's going to be up there.
Oh, I have another horrible take. Like Mike was mid.
It wasn't. Bro,
It's
if you
crazy
hit
that you already gave me this.
if you hit me with that guitar, we legit fighting. I just want you to know that.
I'm about to go Jeff Jarrett on you right now.
I just want you to know that. If you
I
ever
will go Jeff Jarrett on you right now, dog.
if you hit me
Hey, yo,
up,
shout out to all the likes on TikTok. Hit that share button at the bottom, by the way.
I'm so serious. If as long as you have that guitar, if you ever decide to hit me
Was
with
this
it,
the
we are
baseball
fighting for
announcer that
yeah, fired.
honestly, I don't want to hire him.
Huh?
I don't want to hire him.
It was. I don't think they fired him for what he said. I think it's because
Was the backlash that crazy for them to fire? Because after
don't-
it happened,
I don't know,
a few
but
days
here's my
later,
thing.
it just like died off, and I heard nothing about it.
here's my thing. As an announcer, as a public announcer, you know what I mean? Like I said, public. Like you're on the radio or you're doing stuff like that, where it's public. It's not like I'm not talking about a podcast. You know, where it's for the most part it's private unless you put it on the streaming platform.
Yeah.
If you do that, right? You're on your public radio show and you just say it out there like that. You know what I mean? I know there for a fact there are protocols where like these are the things you should and should not say, especially if you've been in there for like 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
You should know good and well what you shouldn't say. You know, and that is one of those things you shouldn't
But he
say.
was
not
talking
on
about the
air.
Negro League.
I know. We know. No, that's the thing. We know what he was talking about. I know good and well what he was talking about. But it's the fact that it's like, we know what you were talking about, but that's not what you said. You see what I'm saying?
That was one of the ones I was like, I'm not about to trip over it.
I wasn't tripping either, but I was like,
Like,
Come
the
on.
crazy
I
thing
was
is,
like, come on,
I'm not
man.
even going
Let
to
you
trip
know.
over the fact that he got fired because, one, I don't know who this guy is. Two, I
Yeah.
don't watch baseball like that, so it is what it is. Oh, another Ooga Booga thing. Yeah, I was just exactly for like the first 5 minutes of this, for the like, first 10 minutes of this podcast. You feel this? You don't like Emmanuel?
no. All right. So it was like I don't like it. I don't like it, but it's not that I don't like it. It's that Like how you feel about every praise.
I
How you,
hate every praise so much. It's the worst gospel song ever. The
it's
worst.
it's like
I dare you to give me one gospel song worse than every praise.
hmm,
That's being clipped, by the way. I want somebody to tell me a song, a gospel song, that is worse than every praise.
yeah,
And this is coming from a guy who is a huge Hezekiah Walker fan.
yeah.
Hezekiah Walker is one of my favorite gospel artists, and I hate every praise.
The thing about Emmanuel is that I remember going to church like weeks every week,
Okay.
and for some reason, I think we were missing our we were missing either our worship leader, who was also our praise team leader, and
Is the same one you have now? Because
no, it
I
was a different.
definitely
This
know
is
her.
years ago. This is years ago.
Okay, because I know her
But it was like for
from
like it
college.
seemed like weeks on end, right? We didn't have we had a praise team, but our praise team leader slash worship leader wasn't there, or what we ended up calling was our pastor of praise and worship. He wasn't there, and that song will
Emmanuel.
always come up. It seemed like
Because so
weeks
here's the
upon weeks
thing.
that song will come up.
Here's the thing you gotta understand when it comes down to it. I feel like every praise team has their old reliables, as we call it.
Yes, yeah, that
And Emmanuel is so simple.
I know, I know, but it's just like
And honestly, Emmanuel didn't get played out as much as every praise did either.
no, no, it didn't. But it's like for me, when you come in one week, then you hear it again next week, or you hear it at a frequency that is, I'm not going to say not good because I'm not going to hear it say and say you shouldn't be playing gospel music in church. That's not what I'm saying. But it's like,
I felt the same way about Anthem though. The same way you
wait,
feel about I had that same kind of thing with Anthem.
which anthem? Which anthem? There are a bunch of anthems.
Hallelujah, you have won the victory. That one.
Wait, say one more time.
Hallelujah.
I don't think I've heard
Oh wow.
that.
That
I
one
may
I've
be
had
wrong.
that one with what's another one? You are good. I kind of get tired of sometimes.
Oh, Lord, you're good and you
Yeah,
mercy. Yeah, well,
but
no, I don't hear that
it's
often. I don't.
but then again, it is kind of unreliable
It
for
is. It
me.
is.
Like anytime I'm in doubt, even now, even with sometimes like my brother got in an accident this week Sunday.
Is he
So
okay?
yeah,
Okay.
he just saw.
Oh.
So this was my original set. So we were gonna do Tire Truck Bust the Lord, You Are My Strength.
I
So yeah, so he was supposed to be there. Then my mom had to leave. So I was like, dang.
You
So
are my strength, strength
instead,
like no other reaches to me.
yeah. So instead, I had to come out. I had to pull something out of my hat, and here's my old reliable right here chasing after you.
I'm chasing after
So
you.
that's an old reliable.
That's it. But I'm saying those are songs that are not played frequently. That song, I think.
Chasing after you's played frequently. Oh
No, I'm
my
not. No,
gosh.
that's it. For me, mind you, I'm talking from my perspective.
Okay.
Emmanuel was played weeks upon end, and I don't remember hearing it, and I don't remember not hearing it. So every time I hear it now, it's like a trigger, you know, like I know where it's coming in. And I remember I
Speaking
sat
of
at church
which,
on Sunday. I sat at church on Sunday, which shout out to my mom who preached on Sunday for
hey, bro,
no at a Zion, at a place called Zion, and he preached, and I was like, yo, this
I need to
is
see if they got an Emmanuel.
no, can you not?
I'm not gonna play it right
No, but
now.
I'm saying I know you. You're gonna look for it so you can just use it to bother me.
No, so actually, I'm looking for it to buy for church.
Okay, really?
Yeah, this is what I use at
Oh,
church because
also,
I'm only in a two piece, and I like to add. I make it feel like at least it's more than just a two piece up there.
oh, just you and the guitar, or you and the
Me
drums.
and the Sony's. That's all I got really.
Um,
And to add like an organ sound, add some synths, the bass and whatnot.
so you don't have the keyboard like Kanye has, where you can edit organ sounds and,
Oh,
and,
I
and
do.
piano sounds.
So I have my setup is so I moved this away from me because this is gonna go away and somebody's gonna take care of that. So like all the
That's cool.
streaming stuff. That way I ain't gotta worry about it. So my setup is I have this by me, and this is my connection to the monitor, so I can hear the clicks and like directions going into the song. And then I have this is here. I have This is my stems. Then I have my patches that I use in my top board. So my top board is either going to be a synth or an organ, and then my
Synthesizer.
not
Synthesizer.
yes, like a lead,
Okay.
like a lead synth, so I can woo stuff like that. And then at the bottom, I got just my regular piano. So it's usually just pianos. I might add some pads to the piano or whatnot. And so that's really my setup. But sometimes I still want to have if I'm running synth leads on top, then I'll have the organ playing. But if I want to do organ sounds, then I'll turn the organ stuff off and make sure everything else is up there.
Oh,
It's
by the
Norman
way,
Hutchins, right?
I'm not sure. I think
Yeah, it's
yes,
Norman
yes,
Hutchins.
it is Normal Hutchins. So
Because
that
clearly there's a lot of
yeah, no,
Emmanuels.
there is a lot of it. So that one
But this is like
so by the way,
CC in heaven too.
so by the way, remember how we were
Ooh.
talking about breakdowns and praise breaks
hmm
and how
I still don't. I'm still not the biggest bump guy.
no, but I'm saying so that I know you're not yet, but you will be. The bumps, they remember that bump you sent. No, you sent me, and
Send me
then
a
I
bump.
showed you the full bump. Because all my life
Oh
you
yeah, yeah,
have
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
They played that in the church. I was the last time I was at Grove. They played it. It got kind of I want to say it got rowdy. Got kind of rowdy,
Oh
and
shoot, I,
people
I need to add. I
it
need
got
to
kind of
add.
rowdy. It got rowdy. People were running, and they played because all my life you have been faithful.
I need to ask the good brother about that. Then good thing you told me. Now I
Yeah,
can ask the good brother.
yeah. It was good. It was good.
All right, so let's go ahead back to get to the dumb takes. So Keyshawn Johnson said that Dak Prescott is better than Joe Burrow.
Okay, first of all, I had nothing to do with that. I just
This
no.
is a horrible
Oh, you,
take.
you sent me that.
I said it to y'all too because I knew that y'all were going to disagree with this take.
Yeah, because we have logic. We're not Skip
Because
Bayless.
I know that y'all are logical Cowboy fans, and you guys aren't just
The
going
only
to
thing here,
glaze your Cowboys just because the
there's
star.
there's one thing currently I will continue to not be logical about, and that is the fact that we the Cowboy because Tom Brady recently reiterated that he's not coming out of retirement. So therefore, by that logic, the Cowboys retired Tom Brady in the way well, no, yeah, no, that's not what I said. The Cowboys retired Tom Brady.
Next Ooga Booga take. Sami Zayn is from Islam? I thought he's Canadian.
First of all, he is Canadian, but he has Syrian heritage as well, and
And he's a Muslim.
yeah, he's Muslim. Muslim, yeah.
He's from Islam. That's about as bad as when somebody said, when WB posted that video of a solo doing the spike and it said homage. So it was like, it's not homage, it's Umaga.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, wrestling fans are so stupid.
So, all right, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. So, uh, you heard this song "Blurred Lines" by Robin Thicke?
So,
A long time ago. I know what the song it is, but I'm saying the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I mean we're blurring something. Like, did you see the other video I sent you of them?
yeah,
Yeah,
he's been hanging. She's been carrying him like a baby the last few weeks.
yeah, yeah.
And then
It's
Sunday on Double or
Saturday.
Nothing,
Yeah,
Max Caster had his best line in a while since the whole Christian lost his edge
yeah.
when he brought up when Don was catching strays there. There's been a lot of wrestlers catching strays. Even Swerve was catching strays this morning, this
I
afternoon.
saw that. I saw that.
I was having fun watching that because I love Mia and I love BFAB. That was great. Shout out to Mia and BFAB.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, what? I
BFAB called her bitch, and I was like, yo.
um I see this and I'm like, you know what? They're very, very professional in this. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah.
It's like it's one of those things where it's like it's blurring the line, but there's no way. There's no way that like I look at it as like that those are like those kind of friends that everybody thinks that they're together, but you know the truth that they're not. That was also crazy.
50 bricks of cocaine barefoot. Why though?
I don't know. I'm wondering why we like why you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's
don't know.
That's related to your that's related to
That was just
questions.
no. I woke up one day. I was like, "This is that dude needs help."
I think you can play this.
Play it. Can you? I think you should be able to
Who
play
you got
it.
more respect for though? Like, what about like Gunna or like Thug?
How old are you?
31.
Damn.
How old are you?
Don't look at his face. He looks so disgusted. He looks so disgusted.
Yo, he's like, how old are you?
No, the academics look so. Look at. Play it again. Play it again. Play it again.
Yo, who you got
Just
more
look at his
respect for
face.
though?
Play
Like,
it and
what
look
about
at
like
academics'
Gunna or
face.
like Thug?
So for people watching on TikTok right now, this is DC, not DC on Fire. We'll talk about DC on Fire later.
Yeah.
But DJ Academics
Right.
asked,
Yeah,
who the heck is this guy?
I
Who he
couldn't
has
agree.
more respect for?
Young Thug.
Young Thug or Gunna?
Now, mind you, both of them came out like what in like the last 7 years, give or take.
Nah, Thug been out for about a decade.
Okay, well then.
Thug came out.
Oh no! I remember.
Thug
14.
came out late 12.
But anyway, so the point is, he's asking dudes that, if you ask me, are not good for the rap game. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to explain this in a second.
Anyway, but yeah, they're he's talking about two dudes who, if you ask me, are currently serving life. Well, they're in jail for
Gunna's out. Gunna's out.
One of them is in jail for a RICO charge.
Well, honestly, both of them should still be.
They should still be in jail. Both of them, basically, I don't want either of them coming back into the hip hop game because they ruined it. Anyway, I say that. Anyway, so he's asking for who you have more respect for.
I got no respect for none of them. I never respected Thug, honestly.
Neither did I. I feel like when it comes to rappers, like I drew the line of Future because Future was actually making
Future. Future is a kind of a guilty pleasure.
Exactly. Like every now and then, I'll find myself listening to.
He kind of did mess it up with King's Dead, but you know.
Yeah. But just play it again. Play it one more time. And just look at Academic's face.
Yo, who you got more respect for though? Like, what about like Gunna or like Thug?
How old are you?
Look at his face. Look how disgusting he looks.
31.
31.
Damn.
My man looks so disgusted.
Oh my gosh. He's 31. And he's talking like that. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Like, you see all the people saying hi, Mr. Pierce right there. Now I expect them to ask me questions like that.
Yeah.
They're teenagers. Mr. Pierce, who you got more respect for, Gunna or Thug? I mean, I'm gonna still look at them like they're crazy, but that's expected. How y'all?
But the main problem with this video is like, and the running gag around Academics is that
he's a professional glazer.
He's glazing over like these people who don't deserve the time of day. That video is hilarious. Watch it when you get it a chance.
I saw that.
That dude's hilarious.
When it comes to pillars, I agree with Starks.
Yeah, no,
The pillar talk is dumb.
it is dumb.
I'm not watching him because I already know he's gonna say something stupid.
It was wild.
What's this about?
Oh no, you sent me that.
Oh my gosh! So.
Oh no, yeah, that.
In the news of sensitive wrestling heads fighting on Twitter. Oh my gosh. JD from New York got into it with Joey Nutella. So, where do we start out with this? Because it was a lot of things.
I think JD went first.
Nah, I think Janela was saying some wild stuff before, but this is the first one I had caught. And I had to use the Unbounded page because JD has me wild.
That's great.
So JD was like, so I think Joey called JD ugly. And then JD's like, but this is even an uglier ratio, Janela. Like, you want to talk. You tweet about me and your Twitter number is quadruple what you normally tweet. Don't you have another foot to burn in a wrestling match? While staff stumbles to find a fire extinguisher because they weren't ready at the scene. I would have said, don't you have another bridge to fall off of? Because he likes falling off of things.
Yeah.
We'll talk about AI in a second. This dude thinks he's better looking than me. LOL. A ratio isn't real life. Twitter is not real life. You never contributed anything to this business. You're angry little sexist virgin dwarf. Every tweet I see you post makes me nauseous. I don't think he spelled nauseous there, right? Because it's sad you actually make money off this business. People unalive themselves, man. F you. When I see you, I'm going to smack the dog ish out of you or worse. Pause. Isaac,
Yes,
is this the same Joey Janela? They got punked out by Enzo Amore.
I believe so.
And I'm supposed to believe that he's going to walk up to Jerry and give him the pause.
I don't know what. I'm not going to tell you what to believe. I'm not going to tell
This
any of you
man
what to
got
believe.
punked out by Enzo. Now I'm pretty sure Enzo can throw hands. I'm not gonna sit here and try to dog Enzo out. But he still got punked out by Enzo.
Yeah.
Either way you look at it, he got punked out by Enzo. But now that he has this guy that doesn't wrestle, he thinks he's going to step up to him. Honestly, you know what I think it's gonna be? You know, if I had a comparison to a fight, what this would be like?
What's that?
This fight is probably going to remind me more so of Patrick versus SpongeBob
Oh,
in boating school.
that that's a great shot. It's a great shot.
All
Oh,
right,
by the way, before we go any further, shout out to our boy Billy Dixon.
happy birthday, Billy Dixon!
Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. Also, happy Pride Month.
Happy birthday, Billy Dixon!
Yeah, don't scroll back down. I don't care. That's a good take. That's a good take. That's a good take.
Well, there was a school that took To Kill a Mockingbird out of the schools.
I know.
And
Why do you think that is?
I
Why
don't
do you
know.
think that is?
I don't know. I'd like To Kill a Mockingbird.
You did or did not?
I didn't. It wasn't like.
But I'm saying I know it wasn't overly good. But I'm saying like if you think about the story, why do you think they took it out? Think about the story.
There's some racism in it,
Yeah,
but you can learn from that.
yeah. Following the rules of Dr. Umar Johnson.
So why did the D's take it out? But then
I
they
think-
blame the R's for doing the same thing they just did. You know how you see
Wait,
it
wait,
all
wait.
comes around full circle that both of them are doing the same thing and pointing at each other. This is the Spider-Man meme working in itself.
Yeah.
You're
Wait,
pointing at each other,
Hold on.
doing the same
hold on,
thing.
Hold on. What?
This is the Spider-Man meme.
No, who took it out?
A liberal. This is a liberal area. Let's see if we can find
No,
it.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I don't want to get too deep in this.
We're here now. I just want to see who it was. Make sure I'm confirming what I know. So this is the top book.
Anyway,
All right, I'll get down to this. Here we go. So both sides have done it. So we're not going to dig too deep into that.
anyway, uh,
You're not him. I'm him.
yeah, what was that?
I'm Timothy.
So there's that, and then what's the other one? No, just like
I'm not reading anything from the Blaze next.
Okay, good.
And that's Whitlaw, ain't it?
yeah,
He was mad because basically
Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee with ESPN and
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Uh,
Pat McAfee's not the last person going to ESPN. They're making
really
cuts
not.
to bring in big names like Pat McAfee and Shannon Sharp. But
Yeah. We need to stop.
Shay's going to ESPN.
Y'all need to stop using the word woke like it's
Let's talk about it.
Hate it.
I hate it so much.
Hate
Oh my gosh.
It bothers me.
From here on out,
it's the worst.
on this podcast, we don't call these people woke.
No.
Because, yes, a lot of these people that you guys are calling woke are absolutely stupid.
Yes.
They're stupid.
100%.
So why give them a term like woke? They're sleep.
in slumber.
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 These people are not woke.
They're not
They've never been woke.
ever.
Don't wake me, I'm dreaming. That's literally their theme song. Like,
I look
what was
forward.
it? It was a horrible tip that I saw. It was something like airplanes or fat phobic or something like that. Because their seats don't accommodate for fat people. I'm sorry. As a fat person,
You're more stocky.
I'm fat, dog. I don't care what I say. I'm fat. I got to unbig my back.
Okay. Put that in perspective.
Look, summer 2023 is about unbigging your back. Let's unbig our back together out here, y'all. Let's do it.
Well, here's the thing.
What? Unbigging your
That
back?
no, not that. Well, that word once again, like a lot of things, been colonized, has it not?
That was colonized. What's the what's it's another one that they're using now that
Because before, when somebody called you, well, what did that mean? You were conscious.
stay woke, my brother.
Exactly.
Even though I was picking on the woke people
I know,
before it
because
was cool
it was
for the
funny.
conservatives.
I know because it was funny, but then the conservatives saw it and said, "Yeah, let's take
Because I
this
used to
and
spell it
make it be."
I used to spell it WEAUXK
I remember the K at the end.
for the K.
Oh, right,
If I didn't add the K, it would just be whoa.
yeah,
So you got to add the K. So woke.
but but yeah, so it's like that. That's what it meant. That's what it stayed. And actually, it was something that we didn't necessarily hate you for. It wasn't something to hate on. It was just funny. You know what I mean? You know, it was just a brand of humor that the African American community had, and then
Right. There's another term that they're using now. And it's like, yo, stop.
I mean, we're putting words in. By the way, they're using words that come from a vernacular. They're using words that come from a vernacular they don't understand. And then get mad when people try to tell them the meaning behind them.
But the issue is there are black conservatives that use it just as bad as the white conservatives use it.
Yeah, they've been what? They've been
No.
burned.
The issue is they're the ones that brought it to them.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hey, let's start. Hey. Well, when I was over there before I changed my life, these are the things that they said over there.
But here's the thing:
Yes, it was.
socially, I'm conservative,
Yes.
more so libertarian than anything.
Yes.
But I still hate the word. And I'm not the only one. Like, what's his
I know
name?
you said Jeff hates it, right?
Amazing. I think Jeff doesn't care for it. Amazing Lucas.
Okay.
He hates it. Like he gets so mad when they use it. Like almost as mad as you.
Yeah. It's bad. Um, prayers up to DC Youngfly.
Yeah, prayers up to him and his family, man.
Yeah.
Lost his girl yesterday. I
Although-
didn't even read up until what.
So
happened.
from what I heard, it was from complications of BBL surgery. That's what I heard. I don't want to confirm that. That's what I heard.
This is not the first time I've heard stories of this.
So
Can we do it? Do I want to get into this?
here.
don't really wanna
So
do this.
I'm just here. I'm gonna say this and keep it brief. I don't think. I think that we have a serious issue with because we live in a society where image is the main part of a lot of our personalities. So when our image doesn't match what people think we should have, we reach to match it, and we will put our bodies and our minds through anything to make sure we adhere to these standards. We need to stop doing that because clearly it's not healthy.
But
And-
when do people realize that
and
this is not the way to go? Because this
that's
is
the thing.
not
That's the thing.
this
I
is
don't
not
know.
a new
We don't
story.
know. We don't know because, mind you, like we say all the time about genocide, we say all the time about genocidal rap. We tell kids, we come on this podcast, and I know you got some of your students in there. We tell them, hey, there's better music out there. There's healthier music to listen to, and that is too many.
Ain't no way.
There's
In more measurable data, a study published in PRS in 2019, the results of a survey sent to 5,655 board certified plastic surgeons in Brazil estimated the BBL mortality rate to be around 1 in 20,117, noting that the risk of death was 16 times greater when fat was injected intramuscularly.
It can't be. I
I
understand
understand that people want to
to look better. I get it.
they want the butt because even now when we were coming up, the won't as thick as they are now.
Right.
Now they
Some
out
now
here.
there were
Now they
some.
out here with the surgeries, as
There
the
was
kids would say.
there's. I'm not gonna lie. I know one of my favorite. One of the things that make me chuckle is when somebody says when kids say she got a wagon. I'm not gonna lie. That makes me laugh. It makes me laugh every time I hear it.
But it's not healthy.
It's not.
It's not
it's
healthy
not,
for you to
it's
do
not.
this the unnatural way. There are natural ways
Yes.
to get your peach.
But here's the thing. And I think this is like with a lot of things. We we live in an era where we want it faster. We can't. We don't have the
And
patience
honestly,
for it.
everybody don't need a peach.
Really? No, for real.
Everybody don't need
No,
a peach.
you don't. You really don't.
Be
Really.
you.
And then the other thing
JID said when in one of his oldest mixtapes, rule number one, be you. You focus on one, you never be two. No, that was OG.
that was a bar.
I'm about to sing you that song. This is like before I even knew who. Like I'm pretty sure this is like fresh off him getting kicked out of Hampton Jid.
That's such a shout out to the man.
Shout out to
JID.
Jid.
JID is HIM. You heard it here first.
JID is HIM.
You heard it here first.
Just be yourself, and if God wanted you to have a peach, He would have gave you a peach.
Preach it. Preach on it, brother.
But some of y'all don't need peaches because y'all don't want to do a doggone
Preach
peaches.
on it, brother.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna give yourself the organ there.
nah.
What else you got?
Let's move on, man, because that really just because this is again, like I said, I was listening just a few months ago. I
What was
listened
that?
to a story.
What was that? What was that? That I sent you that too early for this. I know it was something stupid. What was that?
This one,
Yeah, I sent you something that said. What was that?
break. No, shoot, I was just about to play it because this was an Ooga Booga tape. So let's play this Ooga Booga tape real quick.
Oh yeah,
To read the
please,
sheet
look at it.
because I don't think I think I told myself I was going to wait to actually listen to this one.
I'm not gonna work my hands to the bones to provide. I'm not gonna work 16 to 20 hours a day or a week to provide for my family. You're the man. You have the penis. Go get a job. Get 3 jobs. My man has 2 jobs. Go get 7 jobs and 2 side.
I'm going to turn to Kevin Samuels.
I was gonna say. First of all, her voice matters, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even like talking about women
So
like that.
here's my thing. Here's my thing with, and this is clearly there are plenty of women that are dogging her for this because this is a horrible take.
It is a terrible thing.
But what is up with a certain faction of women
don't want to work?
No, it's not even that,
Not
bro.
even that. Okay,
because if you want that traditional 1980s, 1960s, I should say, man, are you the traditional 1960s woman?
95% of them are not.
And
here's
Shizzle McDonald's has made so many videos on this.
Here's the other thing.
We are in 2023.
Here's the other thing that people need to forget about the 1960s and the
And I hate we have to be this podcast to do this.
Seriously.
I don't want to be this podcast.
This is not why we started this.
We're not fresh and fit.
This is not why we started this. But here's the thing. I will say this before we move on to something else. Here's the other thing people want to forget about the traditional 1960s. Like, you're the man, you should do the work. Okay, but here's the thing people need to remember, or people forget. You know what else was happening about in the 1960s? Because when the men were working all the time and the women were at home and doing things like that, you know how high domestic violence was back in that time?
Woo! We don't want to go back there, famo.
Do we really? I don't think we want to go back there. I don't think we want to go back there. No, because that's one of the things people leave out. Oh, I want a traditional marriage and all this
The
stuff.
kids know this finger.
Yeah,
I do this all the time with the kids.
they want a traditional, lifestyle, all this stuff where he works and all this stuff. It's like, well, you had to provide
I'm
something.
not glad you're reading it, though, y'all.
He wants to provide something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not. It's back in
But
those days. It was very, very mutual.
even taking the DV out of the situation.
Yes, I'm just saying that's. By the way, I didn't say that to trigger him.
If this is the man that you want, that you don't want to lift a finger to work,
you better hope he's right.
No,
you better hope.
No,
you better hope.
No, I have a question.
He's
Is food ready when this man gets home?
Most of you. What did Chris Rock? Good. He's like, it's the difference between old and new. He's like, new can't cook. He said in one of those older specials. I think you know the one I'm talking about. He said new. I don't want to say the word. New.
In words.
Yeah, new K word can't cook.
And also,
new cat can't cook.
Is it ready for him when he gets home after he eats? Is the desserts ready? If you catch my drift.
That means most of it.
Let your mind do what your mind do. Because you ain't going to know what I'm talking about. I could have been talking about doggone ice cream. You won't know that. All right, let's move on, because I am not trying to be fresh and fit, avid and preacher, whatever you want to call me. This is not the manosphere.
Shout out to Andre 3000 for living life.
Shout out to him for living life, man. Any more Ooga Booga takes before we end this segment and get into the wrestling? Is this Ooga Booga tape?
I don't think so.
Yes, it is. In a sense, this is wrestling, so we'll hold tight on that. We'll hold tight on that.
All right.
Matter of fact,
we're
going to do it. So with this being said, we're going to move to the other side of this podcast, and we'll get right to it.
Transition.
Pardon the interruption, but let's go ahead and talk. So I know there's a lot of people out there that deal with wanting to wear hats and things like that, but you don't want to mess up your hair. Well, I got a perfect thing for you. I'm a brand ambassador for King's Crowning. Yeah, that's right, King's Crowning. They have dad hats, fitted caps. As you see here, they have little halo turbans that I absolutely love. Look at me, man. Just look at this red turban that's sitting perfect on my head. Don't you just want one of these? Well, use my code UNBOUNDED1. Get 10% off your next purchase. What y'all waiting on? Go get one. Trust me, you won't regret it.
What is your question?
Why are you talking to me right now? Oh, no, that wasn't for you. If Hulk Hogan wanted to, now, if he wanted to jump ship, do you think Tony Khan would allow Hulk Hogan to come over to AEW?
If Tony Khan is the researcher of wrestling that I think he is, he would have seen what Hulk Hogan almost did to Impact and not let him do it.
Okay, so your reasoning.
For those who don't know, Hulk Hogan came to Impact and almost killed it when he left.
Yeah, so I'm not going to fight your reasoning. But I say that because if you didn't know, Hulk Hogan and his wife were banned from AEW.
Yeah.
And he was banned from AEW because of his racist rant that was recorded without his knowledge. Which he was blacklisted from WWE for like a year or some change.
And then they re-put him back in the...
Which, I ain't even tripping. I don't like Terrible Air, but whatever. So, here's what TK said about why he banned Hulk Hogan. What he said on the tape long before George Floyd. I told people, I can't work with Hulk Hogan. How can I look at my black friends, football players, and employees in the face or myself in the mirror after the things he has and never given an adequate apology for? He can't blame what he said on tape on the dangers of social media. So here's my problem. Why was Sabu on Double or Nothing?
That was really loud, by the way.
No, because
I know what you mean, but like
why? So you said all of that about Hulk Hogan, Sabu
I don't know.
called, I want to say it was Taz. The Hardy are on Twitter. And when he was asked to apologize, you know what he said?
What?
We're all a little racist. Why am I going to apologize?
Yeah.
We're all a little racist. Who else said that? Terrible Lamb. So Tony Khan, you get this.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah.
One more time.
Dummy, yeah.
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 All right, so
Let's move
we'll
on.
move to some wrestling.
That was really loud, by the way.
Which one? Me fucking?
Yeah, I understand what you meant, but by the way, Westside, for some reason, somebody infuriated Westside Gun on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen that. Do you follow Westside on Twitter?
I think I do.
So,
but a lot of people that I follow, I don't really get their tweets. Like I get tweets from like AOC's.
there's like a
parody
there's
account.
There's a For You page, and then there's
Yeah, I might be stuck
so
on
yeah,
For You
so-
page because all I get now is AOC's parody account.
So apparently, Westside has been somebody got on his nerves or whatever. Oh, never mind. He's deleting it.
Oh, he must have been drunk.
I don't know, but
That's not a stoned rant. When was the last time you seen Matt Riddle ranting on Twitter? Don't worry, you won't find any. No.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! For those who were worried about
Well, of course they're going to be happy together. And plus, she's just getting back at him because she was with Dom's sister.
I feel like that
And crazy thing is,
That is-
he kissed Dom's sister.
he did.
They never kissed on TV.
Yeah.
I doubt they are.
Do you think it's coming? You don't think so?
I think
I'll tell you- here's what
her
I-
holding this man is going to be enough.
Well, yeah.
Even though we've seen
Here's what I
Dexter and Indy on TV kissing, people really thought that they were together, and all to come find out that she's got a whole girlfriend.
Here's the thing. I think here's what I think is gonna happen first. Rhea is gonna have an intergender match. Another one, a legit one, because I don't really count that one with a doubt.
That one was since I was actually fun.
She's gonna have an intergender match before they kiss on TV.
I don't think it happens.
Wait,
I don't think Vince wants that problem with him.
What? The intergender or the kiss?
Even though
You can't tell me
because
that wouldn't be good.
I think Aaliyah had a boyfriend when the whole thing was with
So again, I say
with Buddy.
intergender or the kiss.
I don't want it, dog. I'm sorry. I don't want it.
You don't want the intergender match.
No, I want an intergender match.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah. The
That's what I'm
intergender
saying.
match,
That's why I
I'm down
asked.
for. I'm
I
down for
said,
the
which one
intergender
do you think
match.
is going to happen first, the intergender match or the kiss? I said,
Give me Rhea. Hold on, what her going with this though?
because I said,
Matter of fact, what if?
because I said,
So Seth Rollins is
that's what I said.
issuing open challenge on Monday.
That's what I said.
What did she answer to that?
That's what I've been
I
saying,
ain't gonna
bro.
hold you. I kind of want it.
That's why I even
I
said it
kind of
last
want
week.
it. I ain't
said it
gonna
last
lie
week.
to you.
When she said,
Not
like,
too many
we'll take
women
on,
I want be in intergender matches, but Rhea's one.
but she made that, when he made that challenge, she said, like, yeah, we'll take on any two of you. I said, if it's Rhea, imagine if it's Rhea and one of the other guys. You know?
Yeah. Zora. I still gotta fuss with you, by the way.
Careful's everything around.
Green.
Get the money.
Dollar bills, y'all. Let's go ahead and cover all the wrestling from the week.
So Ilya Dragunov and Dijak.
Match of the week.
Yeah. So here's the thing about that. It was great. Don't get me wrong. I loved how it was like they didn't have a count until the very end, like a true count, because they kept picking each other up and delivering more punishment before.
Yeah.
Also, that promo was a good promo. Like the whole him being the corrupt cop or whatever, and then Dragunov showing up there saying, "Here, like you'll never be able to break me," and then spend them like weeks just torturing him, only for him to come out. It's like, "Yay, you still didn't break me. Let's have a match and try and kill each other with stairs."
That was brutal.
They, Jesus,
That was amazing.
it was.
That was take. I keep want to say Takeover so bad, but what was the show called? Battleground was. That was the show of the week. When it comes down to pay per view / PLEs.
He Dragunov's gonna be Carmelo. I don't think Carmelo's ready for that smoke. For that Dragunov smoke. He's not.
Don't
He's not.
sleep on Melo, bro.
No, he's not. Dragunov, we saw what Dragunov can take. He's not. Carmelo's not.
I got
that.
faith. I got faith in my boy, man.
I like Melo too, but he's not
Nah,
ready.
I got faith in Melo.
He's
dog.
not. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
He's
it's
ready.
just
he's ready.
Dragunov is just. It's Dragunov's gonna take him to some deep water. Not that Carmelo hasn't been in there, but like it's
It's gonna be a rough one. It's gonna be a fight, but I think Melo can hang with. I think Melo can hang with him. I don't think it's too many guys Melo can't hang with. You gotta remember, Melo was younger than us.
I don't doubt.
I think Dragunov is too.
I don't doubt that.
How old is Dragunov?
He's like 20 something.
Hold on, let's see. And WWE got young talent. Miss me with that boy. Because Melo's like 26.
93. So he's about your age.
So he's 70 days older than me. 7 days older than me, so he's 29. Ooga booga. And then Melo is. So I didn't know Mia Young was from Virginia.
Really?
She went to high school and college in Virginia.
Really?
Northern Virginia, but yeah.
Yeah, he's 28. He's 28. He's my.
Yep. It's so crazy because he wanted to go to AEW. TK fumbled. Like he literally was like, "I'm going to AEW," and Hunter and Sean was like, "You sure about that?"
But yeah,
honestly,
it's,
I think he's probably in the best position for himself though.
Who, him? Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because I don't see him. He'd probably be Ring of Honor, and that's not a dig.
We need his help. Yeah.
But when you look at the levels,
yeah.
The level of being on a streaming service compared to being on national TV,
but I will say
it's a big level, even though it's not a dig.
I will say this. We need. I know where it is, but Ring of Honor is. You know.
No, I'm not making a dig at Ring of Honor because honestly, the more avenues there are to be featured, is the better.
I think honestly Ring of Honor is one of the best promotions to not have a televised deal.
That could have been NWA so much before the pandemic.
Yeah.
NWA was right there before the pandemic.
NWA, yeah.
Yeah, I was enjoying Power.
Also, it doesn't help that, and I'm not even saying this politically, but I think it doesn't help. You need a better champion.
So I understand it. I understand it from a business standpoint.
Yeah, I get it.
It does look very interesting when he is consistently on some of the most watched TV shows in America.
Which I get. That's fair.
Like Gutfeld is, I think, if not the first, the second most. Well, it was the third most. Or it was like the top 5. But now that Tucker's gone, I think it's definitely moved up in the ranks because that Tucker spot has dropped down a lot, even though I think Handy's taken it. But the 5 is at number 1, and I think Gutfeld is number 2.
Point is,
and so him being Gutfeld is good, but it's not
doing anything.
Yeah,
it's bad when people remember you more for that than your wrestling, especially when you're the world champion. And you're holding a world champion.
Honestly,
you're holding a world champion. A world championship.
People probably because those people probably pay him more attention for his political takes and his stand up than they do his wrestling.
I know, and I get that. That's fine. But you're also holding something wrestling wise. You're holding something that for years was regarded as the most prestigious prize in all of the business.
And granted, it is a black champion, and that's what's up and everything. Yeah. But it doesn't. Nobody cares. Even in WWE, nobody was like, "Oh, Brodus Clay could be the next world champion."
Nobody was saying that.
Even before the whole Funkasaurus.
Honestly, that kind of just turned me off to him. even before I found out what his political views were. I really
I
did
mean,
because I saw because they promoted.
honestly, his political views aren't as horrible when you look at
But-
some. Like he has some horrible takes. Everybody does.
My point, I say that because there was no point. It's like you promoted him as this monster or whatever, then he debuts as Funky Soul. What was the point of all those video packages of him as a monster?
Vince. Honestly,
Let's move on.
it was over.
Let's move
And
on.
the crazy thing is, it was over because the kids loved it. So it, as much as we hated it, it worked for what it was.
Let's move on. I'm not saying that because of that, but yeah, like the point is you have a belt that like I remember they were.
But who is in NWA right now that could take it? Who
cares? Quite
Is
frankly,
it,
I didn't mean to say that.
is it? Darius
But
Carter
I,
in NWA?
I don't know.
I thought
know.
Darius Carter was there.
I don't
No, it wasn't
know.
Darius Carter. What's the revolutionary dude? Not Darius Carter.
Lockhart.
Yeah, Darius Lockhart. I knew it was a Darius. What's
Sami
going
Zayn,
on?
Night of Champions is my show of the year.
Yo,
show
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn is.
I mean, they had the moment of the week
Yeah.
clearly, without any question.
Oh, him doing the Arabic introduction.
No, not even the Arabic introduction. What happened during the match?
That. I don't care. No, I rewatched the Arabic introduction because I just mostly
Once
just
I
to
got the
see-
translation, I was like, okay.
Yeah. No, that's what I was looking for. To see what
Yeah.
he said. But also,
Wait, what?
no, yeah, the match is good. So
Oh, that's what I want.
I will say this. I hate the fact they made me do that.
Oh, you actually watched it?
Yes.
Is this your first time watching the Saudi show?
This is my
since
first-
since that.
Here, go back to the history of Saudi shows. Go to the history of Saudi shows, and I'll point out exactly which one was the last one I watched.
It probably was Greatest Royal Rumble.
No, it wasn't even that one. I do not remember. I can tell you what was on the card. Which one was it? It wasn't that one. It was so.
So Greatest Royal Rumble, which main evented was the Greatest Royal Rumble. Brian killed that jump. Crown Jewel.
Click it.
This was it.
Yeah, click
This
it.
was it because this was
'Cause
Shane.
I know that I didn't watch
the best
that
in, I remember. I did not watch this one, and I remember how
was,
mad you were.
I was in the VA for appointment, and
You were
I was sitting.
mad.
I was sitting there watching it on my phone because I had time, and scroll down, and like all the way down to where the matches were. And I remember because I watched a Wall Culture video about why they should really think about it. And I was like, all right, whatever. So that was good. Everything was good.
But dang, that was a pre-show. Shinsuke beating Rusev.
Then the thing about it was everything here.
That was
This is
pretty-
the World Cup match, which I remember talking about. Oh, they should if they were going to do World Cup matches, they should have done it like the actual World Cup group stage, or like they did that Pro Wrestling World Cup on the Indies, Defiant. Well, it wasn't Defiant at the time. It was you know that one in the UK where the one World Culture.
World Culture.
Yeah, they did a World Cup.
So
which was
this
brilliant.
is where you had your start.
This was the last good thing on the show. That was the last good thing on the show.
Yeah.
Which I knew it because somebody else was supposed to be there, but Joe took somebody's spot. I don't know who it was. I think it was supposed to be Brian. I think.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Brian. But Brian ended up winning it, the SmackDown after this, I think. Because
that's what he led to.
That led into
SummerSlam.
Kofi.
No,
No.
that's SummerSlam, but
WrestleMania.
yeah,
Because
he had Survivor Series against Brock Lesnar, which was one of Brock Lesnar's biggest matches.
Yeah. So this is where I think I called you or blew up the group chat.
I don't know what that is.
I called you and blew up the group chat.
You
about
were blowing
this
up the group chat.
because I was so hot. Because for no reason, it was when Baron
Corbin was the constable.
Constable Corbin, and for some reason he was out there to oversee the
Still know
match.
what constable is.
And then it's like a detective in the UK. In the UK,
this
system.
is America.
yeah. Anyway, Braun, I remember because Monday, Braun had or Monday or SmackDown, Braun had power slam, Corbin,
Right.
right, or whatever, and so then it was vacant because Roman just vacated it, and they had their match
Because
right before,
leukemia.
right before the match starts, right.
Corbin
Corbin takes the belt, right? It's like showing him to whatever, and then Braun turns back. He hits Braun with it, and then like Brock does this thing, shoulder in the corner, all of that, beating all that other stuff, and then F5 over, and I'm like, yo, what
Here's
killed me,
my problem.
what angered me. First of all, that match was also garbage, but that's not the thing.
No,
Is
here's my
what
issue
angered
though.
me. What angered me about this?
Shinsuke and Rusev get 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton get 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Let's see who else.
Rollins-
Ziggler versus Angle got 8 minutes.
what angered me about this?
27 minutes and 45 seconds.
What angered me about this was the fact that I didn't care if Brock was going to win the belt. That's not what I cared about.
You cared about how
I
it happened.
cared about how it happened and the fact that if y'all weren't going to put the belt on Braun anyway, which he clearly wasn't, they weren't going to do that because it was going to go to Brock, which is whatever. Because
I get it.
like that's not what I was so sad about. I was like, if you were going to do that anyway, you didn't need Corbin to hit him to like cheat or whatever. That's what killed me. That's what frustrated me to all get out. That's why I was really angry.
Yeah, I get that.
And then I stopped. I didn't care what happened. I missed great matches. What was that one you said? Seth and Edge.
Seth and Edge and Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I missed that. I missed Seth and the Fiend, but I saw it.
That wasn't bad.
I know. I'm sure it wasn't bad. But I missed all of that stuff because I'm like, I'm not watching this again. I'm not doing this. We're not doing this.
And I get it. And I'm pretty sure you weren't the only one, but that build was just great.
Yeah,
the show
and
was
I couldn't
amazing.
ignore it. I couldn't ignore it because why would I?
All right, I'm not gonna get this.
Also, because there was no way I was going to bank on. Oh, well, they're not going to do the turn here. They're going to save it for SmackDown. I couldn't bank on that.
Oh no, I kind of knew.
Because that'd be stupid. I wouldn't be using.
I made sure I got back home from court racing rehearsal just in time for that match. All right, so
Double or Nothing. I had to go back and watch Anarchy in the Arena, but
I would have to too.
no, I went back and rewatched it right after it happened.
That was unfortunately their weakest show they've had all in their entire existence.
I've seen better pay-per-views. I've seen better.
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you a lot of it was the placement of the matches.
I don't. Well, no.
Match placement was pretty off.
I think
the way the unsanctioned match ended was Hell in a Cell 2019-ish.
I think MJF kind of said it better, which the way he said it made sense. He said like, "Were you?" Because they even asked him at the press conference, "Were you upset?" By the way, he said he gave. What Culture was there? Sidge was there.
Yeah, I
Sidge,
remember that.
Yeah, you seen the clip?
He kind of praised Sidge. Well, I was like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, he didn't praise Sidge. He praised What Culture. He was like one of the
was there, so
yeah.
whatever.
But you really don't like that dude. That's fine.
I just don't like What Culture.
That's fair.
Sidgwick is just a receipt. He's just catching the strays.
So there's that, and then they said. No, somebody asked him, were you upset that your match wasn't in the main event? Were you upset that it wasn't in the main event? And he was like, why would I want to roll around in Jon Moxley's blood?
Makes perfect sense.
That's what I said. Like you can't even deny that.
I can't be mad.
You can't.
I wouldn't roll with Jon Moxley's blood either.
Yeah.
No hate to John.
Yeah, but it's just that's like a whole bunch of other problems. Speaking of other problems. Is Karrion Kross going to get released again? I'm not speaking evil on the brother. I love him. But, like, what do you think?
I don't think so. I just don't think he is going to
What is he
It's
missing?
going to be a rough.
What is he missing? Because I don't think he's
Nothing.
missing anything.
Nothing. It's
Well,
not
what do you think
it's
it
not
is?
what he's missing. It's a issue of more than one thing.
Oh.
One, that promo.
Which
Was
one?
it 2 or 3 years ago?
The Adam Cole thing?
Yeah.
Well, no, because you know how I felt about that. So why you don't put your champion in positions like that?
You got this guy
don't.
that's stout, very big, and you have this. And again, no knock on Adam Cole,
No.
but this very small guy
That's what I'm saying.
beating you, like browbeating you. I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why? That's why I.
Like
that's why I
that
didn't
was one of
like.
my
I
biggest
didn't like-
knocks on Hunter's run in NXT. because it's like,
That didn't make any sense. Like, why would you do that to him? And then on top of that, why? And then on top of that, Vince didn't make it any better.
oh gosh. So
That didn't help.
Triple H started it,
Yes. And
but we can't sit here and act like Triple H didn't hurt the problem
Right.
as well.
I hated that because that didn't make any sense. Because like it's like watching like public execution of you know a guy's career
Right.
in front of everybody, and you're like, yo, what? You know?
Yeah, that was
because now all the
ridiculous.
mystique. Because now all the mystique is gone. It's gone.
Yeah,
You know, everything that made him good
and I'm gonna say
is
it.
gone, and it's and it sucks.
I
It
need him. I
sucks.
need him bald again. That's just my personal.
Yeah. No, because
I do prefer him bald, and again, that this might be a
it's
personal
like
problem.
I think him as I think he's got that Randy Orton thing where him bald makes him look him shaven looks more menacing than him with hair. I mean, he's still menacing. Don't get me twisted.
Yeah, I
but
just prefer bald.
when I met it, like I said, when I met him, he's clean shaven, like shaved head, shaved face, and like I could tell, like he's scary. This dude is scary. I could feel the air, like the air in my body, kind of leave the room. You know, when he walked in, and it's crazy because like Scarlett is like walking briskly. He's walking slowly, but like keeping up with her. Like not even long. Not even, he's not even taking like long strides. Like he's walking. It's like he's just like
gliding.
Yeah, yeah. Like taking Roman, like how Roman walks her. He's doing that behind her and keeping up with her. And she's like booking it, you know. And I'm like, that's
Oh yeah, shout out to the new subscriber.
crazy.
I don't get it.
So
I wish I understood the hate for Cross, but I just
don't get it because he has everything. He can cut his promos aren't bad.
They're really good.
If anything, he is. I don't like doing this, but if anything, the same thing he's doing is the same thing Shayna Baszler is. Am I wrong?
Never get me started on Shayna Baszler.
But I'm saying I'm right though, right?
No, you're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But never get started on Shayna Baszler.
Speaking of Ooga Booga takes, speaking of Ooga Booga actions, scroll back up. No, scroll up. Right there. Speaking of Ooga Booga actions.
Where we got a Target?
Yeah,
You know where I got this shirt from?
Target.
Yeah. Then I take it to get printed. Do you think I care?
No.
I walked right past that section where the prize stuff was supposed to be at.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at it.
You didn't know it was there.
Look, when I go shopping, I have a one-track mind. I go what I get, and I hit the checkout, and I'm booking it straight out there. I'm not paying attention to anything else.
Fun fact, I saw a video on TikTok where somebody was like, we should boycott Walmart because they had a shirt in there. So
I just saw that.
they said like we should boycott Walmart because they're
Girls trip.
Girls
Women's
trip.
driving.
Yeah, we're advocating for women drivers. Which is hilarious.
It's okay, and plus the conservatives are trying to boycott Chick-fil-A because they hired a DEI
a diversity a chief of
So,
diversity. That's crazy.
honestly, I still don't see
Chick-fil-A is mid, by the way.
their lunch/dinner's mid, and then we'll get to that in a second. But I still don't understand what the whole use of a DEI chief does, whatever. But like, so it's so funny how it happened. So I was getting to go out to lunch, and all I hear is Mr. Pierce. So we're doing this report on Chick-fil-A doing about people boycotting. No, like, are you boycotting Chick-fil-A? I had to pause. I was like, bro, what? And then she's like, no, because they hired this. They got this DEI thing. I was like, oh, diversity, equity, inclusion. I don't know what that does, but guess what I had this morning for breakfast? Chick-fil-A.
Breakfast.
And it was like, are you gonna boycott Chick-fil-A? It was like, as long as my breakfast was good, I'll be back. I don't care.
I don't willingly go to Chick-fil-A unless I'm with somebody else and they go to Chick-fil-A.
So,
well, no, that's not
only
true.
time
That's not
I
true.
use
I did
my
once.
money.
I did once. I used my own money for Chick-fil-A once.
Only time I use my personal money for Chick-fil-A is for breakfast.
Yeah,
I either go get the breakfast bowl they have, or I get the chicken minis because it's like a Hawaiian roll with a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Hawaiian rolls.
Hawaiian rolls are ace.
Ah! So that was weird. Don't look at me like that. I had a moment. Okay, I'm a foodie.
Never mind.
The Ooga Booga shirt.
I was gonna say clearly.
Oh, shut up. Hi, bunch of letters. Yes, the Ooga Booga shirt.
Clearly, you're a foodie. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm trying to unbig my back, bro. I'm going to unbig my back.
You left it. It was an open goal. I had to take it.
Hey, though, the episode when I actually post this,
goal,
I'm
bro.
probably going to title this whole episode "Unbig My Back." I don't know who started this whole unbigging your back tape thing.
I don't know.
I love it.
I don't know.
But
But
we out here unbigging our backs.
Oh, so speaking of which, not of that, but speaking of more wrestling news, there may be a new belt. Which, if you ask me, it's about time because I was getting sick of the two belts.
I am too, but I need to go ahead and handle these women's belts first.
Fair.
And his hat belts, because I'm over the color.
Yeah. Fair.
Which they need to go ahead and do that. They're going to do it for Roman. They do it for Taz title.
What style of belt do you think they're going to go with? Because clearly the belt they gave Seth.
Give me Winged Eagle. If they give me a modernized Winged Eagle, I'm going to do laps around his house.
Okay, so one of the belts I already put in an order to get the new belt because I told you, didn't I tell you that is like the perfect. If I was going to make a belt for WWE, that is the perfect belt. And also told you how I didn't like the term world heavyweight champion. I prefer world champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those weird things.
Well, because most of them aren't heavyweights.
Yeah. Like, it's obvious.
Like, Seth isn't a heavyweight.
But I'm saying, like...
He's like light heavyweight.
But I'm saying, we don't need to know. It's like, we know that. We know, clearly. But it's like, world champion just...
These idiots made a video saying, boycott Target.
Please don't do it.
In Target!
Please. Yes.
How? How do I say this? Because I feel like we're going to have a music section of our Uber Awards. This is probably going to win the music section. Just for talking about boycotting Target. In Target.
And they look, here's the thing. They look goofy. Even without what they were talking about. They looked goofy.
That looks like, what was that dude name that was in Swerve's faction? Looks like his brother.
Oh, the other dude? Yeah. Tom McDonald. Well, Tom McDonald had to take on it too, but nobody cares what Tom McDonald thinks.
What did Tom McDonald say?
He didn't say anything. I didn't give him my energy.
I'm going to give him energy because sometimes Tom McDonald has some good points.
Well,
Tom McDonald's a type 1 person. He just doesn't care.
Considering the fact he also made that song about changes about if Trump won and over to Tupac's changes, it was so disrespectful.
I'm actually going to listen to it.
Huh?
I'm going to listen to it. I listened to Tom McDonald once and it was like, okay, that was cool, or okay, that was mid, and I move on. Like he's not somebody that has replay value to me at all whatsoever. He had something to say about Target. Oh gosh. Here's how it is. Almost Memorial Day, we are donating all proceeds from our Memorial Day T-shirt to the veterans of the United States. We're honoring the brave and safe men to die for this country, not for reputation men. As weird as that picture was,
No, I did that because here's the thing. Do you know, as a veteran, it's also not just being a veteran, but you know how I remember back in 2020 when politicians were doing all that stuff with black people that we didn't ask them for.
You're getting in my lane.
Yeah, it's the same thing here. Most veterans, like me, we don't care. I personally don't. As a veteran, I don't care about stuff like that. I don't care. I don't care about the
My
fact
grandfather died in Vietnam.
that, like, I don't care.
I'm not buying a shirt from Target.
Like, click
Matter
it.
of fact, I didn't even buy a Black History Month shirt from Target.
Like-
Those shirts are horrible.
Like, click it again. Click it again. I don't. Matter of fact, click on the link for the shirt. Let me see these. Let me see these shirts.
Is this link for the shirts?
Like what? What? First of all, this looks kind of bad.
This is what they're wearing
Make
nowadays.
America
Hangover games.
This is my 10 for.
Make America Hangover game. I think it's a hangover game. No, because I need to see what he's talking about. Freedom, family, faith, firearms, FU, hangover game.
No way.
Monster Race
This
shirts
is
are better.
We
We look different. We feel the same. God bless the USA. I'm not paying $45 for this.
No.
I'm not paying $45 for a shirt that I can go buy for $6 at Target and $17 get made.
Truth is out there, but so are lies. What is it?
We live in a society.
Alien lies.
Alien lies matter. These are trash. What in the Kevin Owens? House of Glory.
I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, he used to be a wrestler. These look
This is so base. That's
we
so
the people,
base.
you the sheeple. That's actually a tough shirt now.
That's so base.
That's actually a tough shirt. I ain't gonna hold you.
So let me get this straight. So
I kind of want to steal an idea from this.
So aren't everybody sheep technically because they're all following a system of beliefs?
I don't care about that. I'm just saying. No, I'm saving this because this is going to be something. I'm going to find something. I'm gonna take out the American flag colors in there. I might use like the African American flag.
Do it.
And I just got to find out what we're gonna do.
Do it.
Oh, my brain is going crazy right now.
I love it.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, Tom McDonald, for giving me ideas. This is why I don't block people, because even the biggest idiots in the world can give you good ideas.
Sorry.
But going back to this whole thing, I'm a straight black man, so I can't speak for the LGBTQ community. But when I think about November, I didn't ask Target to make this sell Black History stuff.
Right. You can cover it.
I don't expect. I didn't even. If they put out Juneteenth stuff, which I'm pretty sure they are going to,
They will.
because as a person who benefits from capitalism, I do know there are dark sides of capitalism.
Yeah. There are.
I personally believe capitalism is probably the best bet, but there are evils of capitalism, just like any other economic structure. So I understand that capitalism has its evils to where it does that. It's a dirty business, but business is business, and the number one goal of business is to make money, and that's what they're doing. I don't know who's walking. Honestly, this is what day two of Pride. I haven't seen a single Pride shirt. I haven't even seen any Pride. Like, I scroll Twitter, and most of my takes aren't like most of the stuff I see on Twitter hasn't even been Pride related.
Exactly. You know what that means, right?
That my Twitter is the same as May 29th.
That means it's not as as usual. That video, that picture you sent, is people looking for something to be mad at.
And I'm happy that the people that I follow aren't looking for fake outrage, because like I told my sister this, and I said the right is basically the left 3 years late.
Yeah.
Because it was just a few years ago that liberals were boycotting Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Now conservatives are boycotting Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
Conservatives have been laughing at liberals for getting fake outrage, and here come the conservatives being fake outraged. You guys are just late to the party.
Yes. Yes.
So I don't like none of y'all.
None of you. None of you.
What else is going on? What else wrestling wise? What else we want to talk about before we like 10 more minutes, so I need to go ahead and actually I need about 5 minutes to set up, so we need to go ahead and start hitting the
We're going to be here doing a live reaction of SmackDown because the Tribal Chief is celebrating 1,000 days as champion.
I've been a fan of Roman Reigns since day one.
He's a liar. Lying. Just lying up here before everybody.
In recognition, I'm going to play his theme song.
Please don't. I thought you actually wanted something there.
I don't know what notes I was playing. Like I said, by the end of the year, I will be playing a song for the podcast. I'm not singing though. You can only catch me singing at church.
Anyway, shout out to y'all for being here. But stick with us.
Yeah.
Live reactions.
Live reactions.
It will be here.
It will be on my Tell the Truth page. So peace, love, pot sauce, always remember to drink y'all water.
I give it a thrill, I put it on film. Just I get applaud, that ain't real. Come to my section and flex, we can tell. I got a show and she dipping them nails. I'm flipping my L's, I know they can tell. I did it too major, they hit me for favors. Been him since the cable was cutting the